Here comes a new challenger!
Hello there everyone, I have made 5 videos, well recorded 5 videos, in the span of a few short hours, and why me? Alright guys, so look, this will be a nice short video, basically detailing why Mario, the plumber, is a Shoto. Now, what do I mean by this? What? I thought Shoto was a fighting style. Well, in the context of Street Fighter or Ryuken, all this sort of stuff, the Shoto, I believe Shoto is technically the wrong name for the fighting style that Ryuken can use. But because we've used Shoto as a term for so long, it just sort of stuck. You know what I mean? So what makes a Shoto a Shoto? Well, the answer is pretty simple. They just need really 3 things: a projectile, a way of dealing with projectiles, and a reversal. Mario has all these things. What do I mean? Well, even though he doesn't have a hurricane kick that allow him to go through projectiles like Ryuken has, or he may not have the iconic Shoryuken, or really a standard fireball that goes straight, he technically does have a projectile. He does have a method of dealing with projectiles, and he does have a reversal in his B. Right? The funny thing is that Dr. Mario also meets these same criteria. It's a projectile, a reversal, whilst not invincible, it is pretty good as a reversal, good up out of shield, etc., and a way to deal with projectiles. So, in a sense, Mario is actually a Shoto, right? That's weird to think about, you know? But that's generally for a lot of base characters. Now you may be thinking, well, are there any other characters that you might think are a Shoto? One of the characters that people will say is a Shoto is Terry, but Terry is not a Shoto. He's not designed to be one, and I'll tell you why. In the context of Smash, we're using this in the context of Smash, even in his own games. Yes, he has a projectile. Alright, he does have that. But in most games, Rising Tackle is a charge move, right? And because of that, you can't really use that as a reversal. Sure, you have Power Dunk, but Power Dunk's not really the greatest reversal of all time. And in the context of Smash, he doesn't really have a reversal, a good one either, right? Because Rising Tackle, like I said, is, you know, you have to charge it, and you know, you can't like wake up with a charged Rising Tackle, or for instance, you still have a projectile, but that's really about it. However, Terry doesn't have a way of dealing with projectiles himself, right? He can get zoned out in the context of Smash, so Terry in Smash, and usually in most other games, he doesn't have an answer of dealing with projectiles, so sometimes he struggles to get in, right? In terms of that, right? So, Luigi might be considered a Shoto, because obviously, reversal, projectile, but again, doesn't really have a way of dealing with projectiles. There's a reason why some of his worst matchups are key point characters or characters that are zoners, right? Because they camp them out, and there's really not a lot Luigi can do about it. The Lynx, same thing. You know, they have a way of dealing with projectiles, and they have a reversal of sorts. They have projectiles, however, they're not in the same vein as like Mario, for instance, because unlike with Mario, you can't really up-B your problems with like regular Link. Your projectiles they kind of put you in a stationary position most of the time. If you're not, you can move with them, but they're still not great like when approaching, as an example. And when it comes to dealing with projectiles, they do have shields. So in a sense, you could consider, say, the Lynx a Shoto. But they're not really. They're more so zoners than they are a Shoto, because they are designed to keep away, you know, keep their distance. Young Link is kind of different. But even then, you can't really rely on shields to keep you in. You know, most of the times, it's a move that allows you to get in. And the Lynx don't have such a thing. A character like Falcon doesn't have a projectile, so obviously he wouldn't be a zoner, I mean, a Shoto, right? A character like Mega Man is a zoner, no way he can be a Shoto. Sure, he has a up tilt, right, reversal, but he does, you know, and his projectiles are answers to other projectiles, but he doesn't, you know, doesn't really have his own, like, type of fireball, really. So, again, it's really all determined on what you may consider a Shoto. For me, a Shoto is someone like Mario. Invincible reversal, way of dealing with projectiles, and a pretty good projectile himself. Alright, he doesn't have to rely on his projectile, right? Like, it isn't like a major part of his kit, and generally that's how it usually works for Shotos. It's just that with like Mario and Dr. Mario here, they are designed a bit differently, right? Because like with Ryu and Ken, for instance, Ryu has always sort of been more of a zoner since Super Turbo, and Ken's sort of always been the aggressor. Whereas in this game, Mario is more of the aggressor and the combo fiend, while Dr. Mario is more of like the slow, brooding, hard-hitting version of Mario, slower, a better projectile sorta, and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, Mario is a Shoto, Terry is not, Ryu and Ken still are, and I hope that answers your question as to what makes a Shoto a Shoto. They're typically the starter character of any game, as long as they have those three key aspects to their kit. Obviously, at that point, it just depends on what else they do with said starter character. With that all being said, please take care of yourselves, everyone, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Help me reach 300 before the end of the year, I beg of you, as the dog walks out of the room. It is what it is. I hope that, by the way, I really do hope that answers the question on what a Shoto really is. With that all being said, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. You